45-35. The Rams suffer their first loss of 2018. 72 Dolphins can pop the champagne. There will be no undefeated team in pro football this year. We hyped up the offense as both teams came in scoring over 33 points per game. Both went over 33, but it was the Saints hanging 45 on that Rams defense, which had looked good, and they scored every time they got in the red zone. One of the Rams' big-name defenders, he was pointing a finger at himself after the game.
3rd down and 6. Got up there and pressed. Can you back that mic up a little bit on my face, though? I appreciate it. But 3rd down and 6, man. Got up the line. He just beat me off the line. Look back, try to make a play on the ball. It happens like that in football. Once the play starts, man, you got to go out there and you got to compete, man. And I did, and they got off, and they got a 72-yard. If I can play better, I've been playing these last couple of weeks, and that's just being honest, you know. But with me, I just continue to fight, man. That's the type of player I am. Like, who gives a shit? You're going to get beat in football, you know, but you go out there and you compete to the highest of your ability, and it happens.
Ooh, we got a lot of reaction coming into this one here from inside the locker room and outside the locker room. We'll talk more about the cell phone bit as well. I got Super Bowl champion David Carr right here. I got NFL Hall of Famer LaDainian Tomlinson right here. I'm going to start with you. You're a star offensive player, so I know you like teams going up and down the field. But how did the Saints put it to this Rams defense, which really had started off really hot? David, you go first on this one.
Well, you look at the Saints, sometimes get caught up in Michael Thomas, Drew Brees, Alvin Kamara. But really, it's the offensive line. The offensive line had their work cut out for them. They had the Rams coming in who had 4 first-round picks up front, and they did what they wanted. In the pass game, the run game, that setup that throws down the field, but really they handled that front extremely well. And that's really, if you're gonna handle the Rams, you're gonna go out there and do anything, you have to be able to move the football on the ground. You have to be able to block that front. You got to be able to sustain the just ferociousness that can be Sue and Donald on the inside with their games, and they passed them off beautifully. And then they went out and made plays like they always do in the air against a lot of that man coverage, and Peters didn't have a great day.
LT, should we be concerned about this Rams defense long term? I mean, granted, we can say concerned. It was first loss of the year and only loss right now.
Well, I think it's okay to be concerned, but certainly don't panic. When you look at this football team, as you mentioned, Scott, they're averaging over 33 points a game. So if you're the defense, all you got to do is hold a team below the average, you know, the opposing offense. But here's the thing that people got to understand. Wade Phillips is a heck of a defensive coordinator, and he's missing his best cornerback. Do you know what that does when you don't have your best cornerback? That means the guy on your screen, Marcus Peters, has to become your best cornerback. And he's always better being a number 2, covering the number 2. And so once Aqib Talib come back, and Dante Fowler gets acclimated to this defense and what Wade Phillips wants to do with them, this is a defense that will start to look like the Wade Phillips defenses in Denver when they had Aqib Talib and Chris Harris and all those boys. Don't panic right now. It's okay to be concerned. But, again, hold the team under 33 points, and you'll be okay.
All right, that's those guys' opinions. You also heard from Marcus Peters right there. Tomorrow, live, right here on NFL Total Access, we will hear from Aqib Talib, our special in-studio guest, the Rams injured corner who they need to get back after looking at yesterday's performance. We'll have him live in studio. All right, back to the cell phone thing here. What a game from Michael Thomas. 211 yards receiving. That is a Saints franchise record. And then he went all Joe Horn with the recreation there, the throwback celebration. Here's how it came about.
Yeah, I watched the YouTube video before the game when he did it against the Giants and everything, and his guy kind of helped him. No one knew that I was going to do it, so the guys that were running down with me, they didn't help me. I got to it and made my call.
So, Mike, you were the one who put it there yourself?
It was there. I think Joe Horn left it or something. I don't know.